I've had to fly the drone now. Going to test it out with the light on. Maybe swigging the Red Bull. Cool. Do I need a torch? Do I need a torch? Taking off from the village. But what we'll do, we'll take a torch anyway. Let's be careful. I thought I'd get out with a drone because I think we've got some rain coming in a couple of hours. I just wanted to send it up with the night light on because I've not had it up yet with the light on. Tell you what though, it's pretty damn cold out here. Anyway, we're going to go down to the village square. I want to launch it from the square, go up, take a few shots of the square there. I've already checked my drone app. There's no flight restrictions in my village, but I still have to check it every time before I take off, which I'll be doing in a minute, because even though you've got no flight restrictions at the minute through my village, every now and again you might get something come across and it all comes up. It's all the app that I use is connected to the CAA website, which is the Civil Aviation Authority that basically controls us. Yeah, got a very good drone app. You've got 3 zones. You've got a red zone, orange zone, which I can take off from. Warnings there. Obviously a red zone you can't take off. Some aircraft up there. So he's got his lights flashing. He'll be able to see my light, you see, my green light. Basically my light's visible for 3 miles once I get up in the air. It's quite nice flying at night. I think in Holland and Australia, I think it's banned at night. I don't know why flying at night's banned in Australia, the bloody size of the country. Hello mate, well, what am I doing? I'm going to put my drone up in a minute. I've just bought a new light from a drone because in Britain, I don't know where you are, but in England, as from the 1st of January, everybody with a drone over 100 grams with a camera needs to be licensed now, which I am. And where before we could fly at night, but you didn't need a light. Now we have to have a green flashing light, which I've now fitted to my drone. This is just a little test run really, just to see what it looks like. But, yeah. My drone weighs about 219 grams. Without the light. My drone is a class 0. New class system that's out. Mine comes in at a 0, so I can... is my neighbourhood safe? Well, we've had a few murders here in the past, but yeah, I feel pretty safe. I've been here all my life. If I didn't feel safe, I wouldn't be walking down here. And to be honest with you, whatever somebody jumps out and does to me, I can do it back to them. Do you know what I mean? I'm quite... The day I stop walking around my village is the day well, the day I'm up the road with my mum and dad. Basically. No, I feel safe. Many people probably wouldn't, but... Anyway, I've got my super bright torch with me, so bosh in the eyes, straight in the eyeballs. That gives you time then to smash them with that end. I've got a zone, man, in front of me, my personal space. I'm all good, man, until someone comes in that little space, and then whatever happens, I'm defending myself. Anyway, well, I'll do it in a second. I'm just going to have to click off this vid, but what'll happen, it'll spin round, but I'll be back on this video. It's just I've got to check my app just to make sure that nothing's popped up. But everywhere in my village is a fly zone. Fly anywhere around here. Obviously, you get to prisons, things like that, you can't fly over. Well, you can if you want to get arrested. But in a couple of years' time, we're going to have flyer IDs, which is going to be transmitting your ID out. I think in America they already do that, but here we don't do that yet. Either the new drone's going to have that feature on it, or you're going to be able to buy a little module to put on your drone that transmits your ID out, and that way everybody's... I think what it is, it's an easier way for them to pick out illegal drones, if you get me. Am I out fly tipping? No, I don't really do that. And if I saw anyone fly tipping, I'd probably tell them to put it back in their fucking truck and fuck off and dump it somewhere else, to be quite truthful with you. Yeah. So we could take off from here. This is a public, well, they might say it's private, but I have to take off from public areas, so I can take off down here. My favourite beer? I quite like bottled beers, like proper beers. But I'm not really a beer man, I'm more of a Bailey's man. No, I don't really drink. I used to drink. It don't really do it. I've got ADHD, so drink doesn't really do a lot for me, really. Anyway, here we are. That's where I'm taking off from. Get some nice pretty pictures from up there. What we're going to do, grab a home zone where I'm taking off from. Over here, take off from over there. Looks good. What I'll do, I'll just get my drone out, then I'll have to dive on that app just to check that it's all clear, but To be honest with you, it's going to be all clear. Got the drone in here, all charged up, ready to go. Obviously when I'm controlling the drone, I'll be controlling the drone, but I will be able to show you bits of it and stuff. Stop the boats, I totally agree. Control that. Got a video on the screen. Here's me. The drone. Light, yeah, she's on. That's the drone all out and sorted. Hello there. Wonder if we get anyone coming out saying you're not allowed to do that. Controller there. Got that there. And basically that, when I'm up in the sky, that is controlled by about 16 GPS satellites. And basically you got me ID on the top, what makes it legal, and that makes it legal as well. And obviously I've got two licenses. What I'm going to do, everybody, is we're just going to go over there. I'm going to launch it from over here. It's got to have a home point, you see. Then I can't lose. If you don't really do I can turn the GPS off, but then you might lose your drone. Matt Smith. Anyway, got the drone, got my controller, got a screen on the controller, so it's all good. I'm going to take off from here. This is a public place. In fact, show you where we are. Just down here in the village square. Going to take off from here. And that is the back of my drone. You have to put it on the back of the drone. But stay on this link, everybody. I'm going to be about 5 seconds. I've just got to check my app. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Right. We do. Let's turn that on. In fact, we'll do it from here. Got a bit better. Like that. I've checked the drone app. Bosh. Trying for this to connect. It'll then connect to 15, 16 satellites, which basically will control it. There's my camera at the moment. I can alter my camera. So if I can find the jog wheel. Still connecting to the satellites. it'll say on here when it's connected, which is not yet. Look. Tell what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put my glasses on, guys. Find them. I didn't even bring them. Yeah, I bought them. Or didn't I? No, I forgot to pack my glasses, and I didn't put them over there, did I? Oh. What a nightmare. Not that I really need them on. I'm just getting a standard vision at the moment. Well, if we even connect, we're in a problem connecting to this. And again, my radio, my ragtail couldn't connect to the GPS earlier. That's it. We're connected. GPS mode. We're connected to 7 satellites. Hit that one. Hold up. But basically, my drone is right up there. What that's doing, see me up there? We're currently at 22.6 meters. Tell you what, that's going to start descending now. Slowly descending. What I'll do, I'll press back to home. That will now. Oh. Right, hang on. Up there. Oh. Hold up. Got 2 speeds on it. Yeah, mate.
You 2-time records?
Yeah.
I saw. Remember, I was on the bus the time.
Yeah, I remember you, mate.
Yeah.
Is a kiddie, but I met on the bus one time. Yeah, not too bad, mate.
Put your drone on.
Yeah, just passed some drone testing and all that, so I'm just sort of flying about. But,
Hey Ben, you alright?
yeah, not too bad, thank you.
I thought it was you when I saw you across the road, and I thought I recognised you.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
Quite a few people actually have said, "Oi, I've seen you on the YouTube." Like in adverts, it's quite mad, but it's on it now, just up there. I'm just sort of learning it all at the minute. It's quite clever though. It's all connected to the GPS satellites. You can't really lose it. Well, you can lose it, but it all comes back to you if your battery starts going or.
I can't say hello. Take care, mate. Alright.
Yeah, and you. Check that out, look. I don't know if I'll let them know what video you were on. People will remember. Nice one. That was quite mad. That's the kid that. Yeah, no worries, bruv. Look after yourself. That's the kid that was on the bus one time, who was listening to Madness, and I interviewed him on the bus with his pals. Hang on a minute. Let me bring the drone down a bit, guys. Here she comes. Get some real low footage. See, I'm allowed to fly really near to people because I've got a little drone. Right up there, that now. What are we up at now? 29 metres. When I can actually go 120 metres. Anyway, I'm going to bring that down. Well, actually, I'm going to activate the video first. What I do, I bring it down right in front of us here. Just getting some fluid here. Hang about. I pressed the back to home button, so it's just working out where I am. It should land. I've got to stop that. I'm going to do a manual landing because so it's drifting that way a bit. Down we come. There she is. Right. What are we at now? I should want my glasses, guys. We're at 44 metres. Yeah. Bringing it down now. Or lower. Right. I'm just going to bring that in. Right. So it's just coming down. That was a nice little flight. Let's know the light's all good. We just go over here. Might even get it to follow me home. It's got a follow me function. Yeah. Cheers, mate. Quite enjoyed that. Obviously, once I get it all sussed, I'll have it all linked up to your screen, so you'll all be able to see everything. Anyway, let me. We'll have another flight later, but I think we've got a bit of rain coming in. But I'll just put the drone away. At least nobody challenged me. I'm quite expected to get challenged at some point. You can't fly your drone there and all that. But to be honest with you, I've got more than enough qualifications now for this thing. Just gonna whack it away. That strobe does me head in. Let's turn that off. A bit powerful, isn't it, that? That's a proper aviation light. What that does is when I was up there, all the planes looking down at me can see me, basically, from 3 miles away. So I'm governed and licensed by the same people that control the airplanes. Not even warm. Got quite a good battery life for that. And what we'll have to do at one point, now you're very welcome. I'm going to be doing a lot more drone videos. Obviously now I'm completely legal. I can fly anywhere really. In fact, one of these little drones, you can actually fly close to people, whereas bigger drones, you can't really go near to people. Not that close. But legally I can. Right. Drone back. The controller. I've got a video on here as well. What I'll do, I'll transfer the video and I'll upload the video later that we got there. It's also got built-in Wi-Fi, so that would have been better if I had my glasses on, see what I'm doing. I couldn't see what altitude and that I was at really. I can fly up to an altitude of 120 metres. Well, I can go higher than that. If you've got a DJI drone, you're locked in, but you can get your drone chips, a bit like a car when you chip it up. You can chip up your drone so it just fucking, then you're going to get caught. That's when the remote ID comes out, you see. 2 years time, my drone's going to be transmitting my ID. So as soon as you go up above 120 metres, they're going to be onto you. Saying that, yeah, there are ways around it. In fact, it's not that I'll be doing that, but it's, to me, someone with a sort of, I'm quite technical, I can get around that quite easy, but I won't be doing that. To be honest, we was only up about 25, 30, 40 metres then. You go up 120 metres, you can't even see the drone, but you've got to have it in a line of sight. Whatever I'm doing, I've got to be able to see the drone. The only time it's legal for me not to be in a line of sight with my drone is when I press the home button, because then it's controlled by the satellites. I see a lot of videos where people are filming and people come out, oh, your drone might fall out of the sky. It's held in the sky by 16 satellites. That's what holds it in position. That's why when you put your drone on and then push on it, it'll fly back up. It's holding its course. That's how that works. But yeah, before you could last year, you could fly my drone with nothing. You didn't need anything. You just out the box and off you went. But obviously the law's changed now. As of January, anything over 100 grams with a camera, well, anything over 100 grams, you got to have I think it's a flyer's ID. I've got two, you see, I've got an operator ID and a flyer ID. And what my operator ID means, that means I'm responsible for my drone and it being airworthy. And what my flyer ID means, it means I've took a test which I passed. It means I'm sort of competent at doing what I'm doing. And to be honest with you, I think everyone should have to do some kind of test. You could fly, you know what I mean? You could really, well, to be honest with you, even with my little drone, even though I got quite a few privileges, because my category's 0, so I can fly close to people as I want, close to buildings as I want, within reason, you know what I mean? Yeah, over people's houses, you know, I ain't going to be flying, peering in people's back gardens and that, you know what I mean? It don't interest me. But yeah, it's quite a mad hobby, to be honest with you. And considering when I did my test the other night, I didn't even swat up on it. I just thought, well, I'll have a crack now. Do you know what I mean? See what happens, see what score I get. And it came back 30 out of 40, you passed. I thought, wow. Just looking at insurance now. I won't need the insurance until I start earning some money out of flying around and doing videos and things, and then I will need that. But to be honest, I'm thinking about getting insurance anyway. It's only 36 quid well, you get it for 26 quid a year. I can get 36 quid a year, my drone insurance. That's up to £5 million public liability. Yeah, but you don't need that. You only, well, if you're doing it commercially for money, and a YouTube channel is commercial, because obviously people are going to earn out of it. These people do that, and then you need, yeah, then you need to, it changes a bit, then you need insurance. But saying that, you're still going to be liable, do you know what I mean? You fly down and fly into somebody's face or do something crazy. I see a lot of videos where the people come out, oh yeah, but what if your drone goes out of control? That's just like saying, yeah, but what if an helicopter goes out of control? Do you know what I mean? It's all the same principle. In a way, I'd say my drone might even be safer than an aeroplane, to be honest with you. And it's all locked in. It's locked in, so even if you lose your drone, you fly off out of range, it'll work that out and it'll come back to your home point. That's the only time you're legally allowed to not look at your drone, is when you hit the home button, then it'll fly home. But you always got to remember, before you fly home, get your altitude right up, because what it does, it goes in a direct line to where your home point was and then comes down. And obviously if you haven't got, I've seen in this village a few people have found drones, that's where people have had it coming home, but they haven't got the altitude high enough, so they've hit trees. Do you know what I mean? You want it so it's right up high, it gets over your home point, straight down. And that's what your GPS, who is what? Who's this, Herbert? Don't know, mate. Who am I? Anyway, good evening. Yeah, I'll get that video out and upload it anyway. You'll see sort of how high we was. But yeah, I went up to about, what did I go up to the other night? About 80 or 90 metres. Even though there's no wind down here, you get up there, there's quite a bit of turbulence up there. But I've got a 2-speed drone, so if you start drifting off, you just got to whack it in top gear and give it the full bollocks. And if it still ain't coming back then, let the GPS do its magic, do you know what I mean? Also, when you get a low battery, it'll come home. I imagine. I ain't tested that feature of my drone yet. But yeah. A lot of people turn the GPS off, fly off, and then when you go out of range or whatever, you're knackered, aren't you? Because that drone doesn't know where it is. Because when I first turn it on, it'll lock into 16 satellites and then let me take off. But I can override that and just take off anyway. But obviously, once you're locked into the satellites, it's you're locked in. Anyway, we'll go out tomorrow with the drone. When it's daylight. I'll read that in a second. Hang on, mate. And you, mate. Nice one. That's the lad I see in the village there. In fact, I've seen a few kiddies around here that have shouted, "Oi, I've seen you on YouTube." Wow. But I suppose people in my village, it probably pops up sort of thing on their page. It's warmer in here. It's also got Wi-Fi, built-in Wi-Fi. That's how you download like videos off of it. I've got like an SD card on the drone. Some of them record to your phone and all that, but it's a bit shit. But that's a 4K camera. It's just straight to the chip. But yeah. I bet them DJI pilots are all pissed off. They used to be able to go 200, 300 metres. They put in a sneaky update. They blocked them all. They can only go 120 metres now, which is really the law. But obviously, you can chip your. There's a lot of illegal drones out there. Do you know what I mean? People are fucking flying into prisons and dropping fucking weed and fucking pills and all that off. Do you know what I mean? So it's easily done, but. Thing is, when the remote flyer ID comes in, it's going to be so easy for them to pick out the illegal drones because everybody's going to be transmitting their ID out, and obviously someone that's a bit naughty is not going to be transmitting anything out. I don't know how they get drones out of the sky. I know the police have got big old drones, like fucking big bad boy ones. They've probably got some sort of drone that fucking, well, I don't know whether that'd be legal or not. Some kind of drone that fires something, but I don't know. I'm not clued up on the. Obviously, the military have got that sort of shit. But there's been a couple of times, isn't there, Heathrow and that, where they've had to suspend everything because they've seen a drone. I don't know how they get them out of the sky, a water jet, or well, depending what altitude it was at. But yeah. I think, to be honest with you, 120 metres is. You go 120 metres up there, it's far enough. But right, where's my drone? How much battery we used? Where's my bloody glasses? That's why I couldn't see a lot. I couldn't really see the screen. I can sort of operate the drone without looking at the screen, really. I grew up in the world of Scalextric cars and all that, do you know what I mean? This is easy to me. I expect all the young ones with their fucking PlayStations and all that are proper easy, good at this. Saying that, once you get up there, you have to always be in control of your orientation as well. It's not only keeping it in a straight line, you have to know which direction your drone is heading. But I've got headless mode, and what that is you hit headless mode, then no matter what, that way's back, forwards, it changes. Just turns it so it hasn't got a front or back. But really, the back of my drone here. Oh, hang on, let's get in there, man. Back of this. Charge that up. Got a little Velcro pad on there, so that sticks on. Still quite a bit of battery on there. What that is, I have to have my ID on there. You have to display your flyer ID. Pretty quick, this one. Yeah, it's quite mad at night, and obviously because my drone weighs about 219 grams, maybe a gram or two more with that. So I'm in a 0 category, which means I can fly close to people, I can fly right over people, I can fly over residential houses, I can fly over business premises, I can fly everywhere really, except prisons and stuff like that, police stations, I can fly over. Yeah, so we're going to do, I don't know if you've seen a few auditing videos, the auditors. Well, I'm going to be doing a couple of them, which is quite amusing when people come out. You're not allowed to put your drone over my firm, do you know what I mean? When we are. Yeah, but I'm not going to be so sarcastic as the other auditors who are out there. There's a few rude ones, but pure auditing, he's all right. He's the one that makes me want to do it. But yeah. It makes me laugh when he says, would you like me to educate you in the drone law? And all of them go, oh, I know the law. And they call the police, some of them. The police come out. What can they do? Nothing. You're allowed to do it. Do you know what I mean? As long as you're taking off from a public place, you can fly into a football stadium if you wanted to. Do you know what I mean? As long as you're outside, they cannot stop you. They come out and make out all these fucking rules. Oh, you know what I mean? You're not allowed to do this. We own the fucking airspace. It's our ground. They think that obviously they own the land. They think they own the air as well. Cracks me up. But no. Quite crazy. Then the police turn up. It's not like they can demand, really. You don't have to really give them anything. You don't even have to give them your name or address. Unless they suspect you've been flying your drone illegally. And then they can. But I'm not going to be that confrontational. I can just show them on my phone. Bosh, bosh. You know what I mean? And I'm all good. All my certificates are on my phone to do with me flying. Yeah. You often find the police will come out and there'll be the flyer that educates the police because it's all such a new thing. The old Bill ain't caught up with it, do you know what I mean? They got a drone team, which they sometimes call in for the drone team, like, who know what the coup is, you know what the crack is. But oh yeah, some of them auditors are clearly doing it to be obnoxious fucking wankers, really, excuse me English, some of them. And I don't blame some people for wanting to punch them in the head, because some of them are just turning up to annoy people. But there's one, pure auditors, he does it, and all he's doing is flexing, he doesn't wind them up, all he's doing is flexing his right to fly his drone. And we're being polite, really, right? So I was outside a big company, and I looked on my flying app, and it's all good, there's no restrictions. I can fly over that company. And I can understand some of them might think, hang on a minute, you can't do that. But some of them don't even want to listen. But yeah. And a lot of these people as well will go in there. And the reason they're going in there out just being courteous to let them know that what they're doing. So if they see a drone going over, don't worry, it's just me. And that's when they start going, well, you're not actually allowed to do that. And that's when they start, obviously you get some of them auditors who are just going to cause an argument. But some of them are just trying to prove what rights we've got. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's a fucking weird set of rules and laws around it. Even the actual CAA law rules can be interpreted a couple of different ways. It's very, very, just very mad how it's done. Now I'm into it. But yeah, it's, I can fly right above people, hover above them. But then again, you start going up the weights, and then it starts restricting where you can fly. Like 150 metres above someone, whereas I can swoop right down low and come right in it. Well, not come, well, yeah, I could do if I wanted to. Obviously, that'd be winding people up, wouldn't it? But yeah, you can come down low, fly over police stations. Well, I'll do it in about an hour. I'll do a little live and I'll get my other phone out and I'll show you the app that I use and I'll show you what I mean about what areas I can fly in and how you know, and I'll show you a few restricted areas. But yeah, obviously prisons are restricted. Airports have got a big, I think it might be a 5 kilometre big ring round it. Some places we get an orange warning. That'd be if there's railway lines nearby. It'd always warn me if there's railway lines, power lines, but I can still fly over a railway line. But obviously it alerts me to the fact that then, it's a very good app actually, it alerts me to the fact that then hazards are there, to be honest with you. But it's quite a mad thing. I didn't think that was as quick as they. I got quite a quick drone. I got quite a fast one. I think the maximum speed is 43 mile an hour. Not that anyone's going to be up there fucking going to nick you, do you know what I mean? But who knows? The old Bill will probably have drones one day that can fucking, they'll be giving me a ticket up there for going too quick. But no, the police have got some very powerful drones. But now I know that I'm into it, I'll keep this as my little nosy drone, and I might now invest in a big bad boy drone, man, or something a bit more capable, because I might actually look into actually doing some sort of drone work as a job. Obviously people survey buildings. Jason Bourne, your mate shot down one. Yeah, we had one flying out there one night, man, right up close to the windows. Oh yeah, you can soon take one out if you was a good shot. All the electronics in there. But yeah, I've seen all the DJI ones, but the thing is with the DJI ones, it's a bit like buying an Apple product. You're kind of locked into it. It's like you don't really own it. And obviously, when the 120 metre limit's always been there, but the DJI customers was always allowed to toggle theirs up to 2,000 or just go wherever. But then they didn't even ask them, man. They didn't even ask them. Just put the update out and boom, they all turned their drones on, clicked onto their controllers, and they could then only go to 120 metres, which is the legal limit. But you can guarantee a few of them was being a bit naughty. Aren't we all? Say no more now. But yeah, quite mad really. Anyway, I'll be back with my app. Don't forget to like and subscribe, everyone. And that was my first real sort of drone video, but eventually I'm going to have it so you'll be able to see on the screen where we are, what we're doing. You know what I mean? I just got to get used to it all. But yeah, I think I'll be able to link it up to this. So when I go live on that, and it all links together. But obviously, during the day, you're going to see a lot more. But yeah. Anyway, Jamie Kyle, Mr. Potato. You see the police? Yeah, man. It's a good way to spy on the youths, isn't it? All the youths out there on the street. Weed grows and that in the lofts. Yeah, you can get the old infrared lenses and all that old palaver. It's all right for me. I can just swoop down to their level, see exactly who they are, and just swoop off. That's legal for me. But anyway, I'll catch you all in the next one.